And thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libator. Also ahead, find out when a popular local creamery is going to close its doors for the final time. First, though, we want to start the day with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is here to help us start our hump day, right?
Yes, so I'm excited that it's hump day, almost the weekend, but we will start out with some clouds this morning, but sunshine comes in today and it's going to be a lot warmer with high temperatures right near 70.
Summertime.
Yes, summertime weather. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, still a few rain showers south of the Mohawk Valley just due to the remnants of Hurricane Ian still kind of clearing out, but we will see those clouds decrease for sunshine today, and we will be dry, and highs will reach right near 70. So around lunchtime, we will be right near 60, and later this afternoon, right near 70. So it is going to be a lot warmer than we have been seeing over the past couple of days, even the past week or so. So a few showers south still this morning, still trying to clear out here, but we are going to be warming up today to sunshine coming in later on this afternoon. It's going to be a pretty nice day to spend outside and to enjoy that warm weather. We are even going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow with highs in the low 70s. So make sure you enjoy the next 2 days because cooler weather is ahead as a cold front moves through Friday. So for today, expect clouds to make way to sunshine. High temperatures will reach right near 70, and I will be talking a little bit more about the cooler weather coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Breaking up floodwaters across central Florida are continuing to rise. Some roads are still rivers along the shores of Lake Harney and Lake Jessup in Seminole County. There is record flooding as the waters from the storm still flow. The waters are expected to crest sometime this week before finally going down. President Biden heads today to Southwest Florida to see the catastrophic damage caused by Hurricane Ian. The president will meet with officials, including Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington this morning with the very latest.
A week after Hurricane Ian tore through Florida, floodwaters in parts of the state continue to rise. Meanwhile, Floridians are getting a closer look at what's left of their homes.
This is everything we've all worked our whole life for, and it's gone in a flash. So, yeah, it's bad.
President Biden pledges to help hurricane-ravaged communities recover, committing millions of dollars in aid to Puerto Rico after touring the destruction Hurricane Fiona caused weeks ago. He'll be on the ground in Florida today to survey Hurricane Ian's wrath.
This is an American crisis. We're all in this together.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis, an outspoken critic of the Biden administration, says federal, state, and local leaders are working together on their response, but fears those efforts won't be enough.
So that's why we want private organizations to step up and fill some of the gap here.
Search and rescue teams are still on the ground with a focus on areas hit hardest by the storm.
Most likely we're on recovery now, and that's very difficult.
Residents in minority communities say help has been slow to arrive, leaving people to fend for themselves.
Because we are Latino, Black, poor people, working people, that's the way it is.
What are we going to do for the ones who fought through the storm and are still alive? Because if they don't get the resources, they're going to die.
Later today, President Biden will meet with survivors of Hurricane Ian. His message to those impacted: the federal government is ready to help. A recent study shows that communities with large minority populations often receive less money from FEMA compared to mostly white communities. FEMA says it considers several factors when deciding aid requests, including property value, which is often lower in mostly minority communities. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
Bree, thanks. Right now, one of the biggest needs in Southwest Florida, gasoline. Especially for people's generators. And new this morning, fuel company Easy Fill is bringing the gas pump straight to people's homes. People do have to pay for the gas, but the delivery service is free. It's done through a smartphone app. Think of it as Uber Eats, but for gas. People can go on the app and order gas to be delivered. People say Easy Fill crews look more like first responders.
Did you ever think that you would be disaster relief?
Never in the beginning, really not, until the Hurricane Irma hit Florida. But I'm based out of Miami. We were much smaller back then. We took the opportunity to play a smaller part in the emergency response or relief.
Some older people don't have cans to even get gas for their generators, and those whose homes are not affected have been driving around trying to help friends and family and neighbors. Locally, traffic.
Welcome back. Today and tomorrow are going to be 2 great days to spend outside. As for today, the sun comes in and we will be seeing temperatures right near 70, and tomorrow even in the low 70s, so a little bit warmer than today. On Friday, that is our next chance for scattered showers as a cold front moves through, and it will become a lot cooler and breezy with highs just in the lower 50s. So for today and tomorrow too, it will be nice and comfortable in terms of wind speeds. Calmer winds are here for today and tomorrow, but it does get breezy as the cold front moves through on Friday and looks to stick around on Saturday. So looking ahead to the weekend, after that cold front moves through, we will really drop in temperature and we will be below average. On Saturday, highs are just going to be right near 50. And as for Sunday, we will be in the lower to mid 50s, so a lot cooler over the weekend, but it is remaining dry with some sunshine. Back to you, Gary.
Anna, thanks. We told you how the national record for the largest pumpkin was.
So New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some clouds in the sky this morning and a few showers, but those clouds make way for sunshine and a pretty warm day today. So let's take a look at the Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are starting out pretty chilly once again, temperatures in the lower 40s at this point, but we will rise to right near 70 for the afternoon. And taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian still just south of our area, still seeing a few light and brief rain showers, especially in Otsego County this morning. But we are still in an area of high pressure to the north of us that is kind of keeping the heavier rain south of our area. And if we do see any precipitation, it's going to be this morning, and it is looking to be south of the Mohawk Valley. So there is a chance of rain here this morning, but by around 10, 11 a.m., we completely dry out, and the clouds that we are seeing this morning from what was Hurricane Ian make way to sunshine for the day, and it will be dry and sunny for the next 2 days. So temperatures this morning are pretty chilly once again in the 40s, 43 degrees in Dowdesville and in Westmoreland, and just 40 degrees in Inlet. And looking to the south, we have 48 degrees in Cooperstown and 45 degrees in Schenevus and Hamilton this morning. Once again, high temperatures look to reach right near 70, so above average, very warm for today, and even tomorrow it's going to feel a little bit more like summer. Tomorrow highs are going to be in the low 70s, so a lot warmer, and we will be seeing sunshine for both of these days after the remnants kind of clear out here this morning. A cold front moves through on Friday, so make sure you enjoy these next 2 days where it will be dry, because on Friday it gets a little bit gloomy, the temperature drops, and we will get breezy with scattered showers, and that will keep our temperature pretty low for the weekend. Highs just in the low to mid 50s for Saturday and Sunday. So as for today, we are still tracking a few showers south of the Mohawk Valley, as well as cloudy skies, but those clouds make way for sunshine and the showers clear out for this afternoon with highs right near 70. Tonight, not getting as cool. Overnight lows will be in the mid 40s, and tomorrow we will continue to see sunshine, high temperatures reaching the low 70s, so even getting a little bit warmer tomorrow. But that cold front quickly moves in tomorrow overnight into Friday, bringing in a few scattered showers, clouds, and breezy conditions for Friday with highs just in the mid 50s. As for today, though, we are going to reach right near 70. Clouds this morning make way for sunshine, a beautiful day in store, and we will be clear overnight with the low in the mid 40s. So for tomorrow, we are even going to be a little bit warmer with highs reaching the low 70s, and gloomy weather comes in for Friday as scattered showers and a cold front moves through, and our temperature for the weekend is going to be lower on average. Gary?
We better enjoy these 2 days.
Yes, definitely today and tomorrow it's going to be pretty nice.
Downhill.
Downhill from here.
Hannah, thanks. The time now 5:24. Coming up, we have new information on a months-long half hour. I'm Gary Libator. A lot to get to on News Channel 2 at sunrise. First, let's get a check of your forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us from the Weather Center to help us all plan our Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday, Gary. We are starting out with cloudy skies, a few showers south of us, but we will see sunshine come in and we will really warm up today.
Summertime.
Yeah, summertime today and tomorrow.
Welcome back.
So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, tracking a few light and brief rain showers, especially in Otsego County. This is all due once again to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian, still kind of moving out of our area. It is just staying to the south of us though, because we are in high pressure at this point. That's kind of pushing it to stay south. And we will really warm up today as the sun starts to come out this afternoon. So just around lunchtime, 60 degrees, so pretty nice already, and then reaching the mid to upper 60s in the afternoon, so it is going to feel a lot warmer than it has been recently. A few showers are possible south this morning, but they are going to be pretty light and brief. We will dry out and the clouds will make way to sunshine for the afternoon, and once again highs in the upper 60s, right near 70 for some of us. And make sure you enjoy this nice weather today and tomorrow, because it is going to cool down once again on Friday as a cold front moves through. So for today, highs will reach right near 70. Clouds make way for sunshine with dry conditions, and I will be talking about the cool down in terms of temperature coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Some scary moments in White.
Welcome back. We are going to be dry for the next 2 days. Today and tomorrow, dry conditions come in, especially in the afternoon today. We will start seeing sunshine. By Friday, though, that is when our next cold front moves through. That will bring in scattered showers along with cloudy skies throughout the day and unsettled weather altogether. But we do dry out and the temperatures drop for Saturday and Sunday. But today we are going to be a little bit warmer. Highs will reach the mid to upper 60s in the North Country. We will be the same in the Mohawk Valley and the Southern Valleys, mid to upper 60s once again, and clouds make way this morning for sunshine in the afternoon. And even looking ahead at the fall foliage report, the Old Forge and Lake Pleasant area are at its peak at this point. We are near peak in the North Country and the Southern Valleys, and at midpoint in the Mohawk Valley. So definitely once we start getting cooler once again for the weekend and next week, this is going to progress. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A shocking report following an independent investigation.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies and a few showers, but clouds will make way for sunshine and warmer weather today. So let's take a look at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are also starting out a bit chilly. We are in the 40s at this point, but our temperature will reach the upper 60s for the high. And taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, just a few light and brief showers, especially in Otsego County this morning. This is all still due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian, still kind of clearing out of our area. It will just remain south of us though, because we are still in an area of high pressure that is pushing the heavier rain to stay south. Just a few light showers are possible, especially for the southern valleys this morning, but we will dry out to sunshine later on. So the chance of rain is pretty low at this point. We will just see a small chance of rain this morning, and by 10-11 a.m. that is when we completely dry out and clouds start to decrease. So for the rest of the day and into tomorrow, no chance of rain is occurring. We will be dry today and dry tomorrow with sunshine and warmer weather coming in. But at this point we are still a bit chilly. We are mostly in the 40s, just 40 degrees in Inlet and 43 degrees in Dowdesville and Westmoreland. And looking to the south, we have 48 degrees in Cooperstown and 46 degrees in Sherburne, but we will reach the upper 60s for the high temperature today, so a lot warmer than it has been over the past couple of days, even the past week, and we will remain warm for tomorrow as well. Highs are going to be in the low 70s tomorrow and the sunshine remains. So for these next 2 days, definitely feeling a little bit more like summer, so make sure you enjoy your time outside, because some unsettled and gloomy weather comes back in for Friday as a cold front moves through. That brings in clouds, a few showers, as well as breezy conditions, and it does drop our temperature. And even looking towards the weekend, we do dry out with some sunshine, but it is going to be a lot cooler with highs just in the low to mid 60s. So for the rest of today, we are just going to see a few showers south of the Mohawk Valley. That will clear out late morning. Clouds will make way for sunshine for the afternoon with highs reaching the upper 60s. Tonight, tonight we will drop to the mid-40s with clear skies, but it is going to get even warmer tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the low 70s tomorrow with partly cloudy skies, but things quickly change heading into Friday. Cloud cover comes in, scattered showers are possible as we head into Friday, and a cold front moves through Friday. That brings in a few showers, breezy conditions, and highs just in the mid-50s. As for today, though, highs will be in the upper 60s. Clouds make way for sunshine. A beautiful day today. It's going to feel a little bit more like summer, early fall. And as for tonight, clear skies with a low in the mid-40s. So we are going to be getting even warmer tomorrow with highs in the low 70s and sunshine. And things are going to change come Friday. That is when unsettled weather comes in as a cold front approaches, bringing in breezy conditions and some scattered showers. And that will drop our temperature for the weekend, Gary.
Get out on the golf course today and tomorrow, right?
Yes, today and tomorrow are going to be very nice days.
Summer-like.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. If you're just waking up, 2022. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libator. Also ahead, find out when a popular local creamery is going to close its doors for the final time. First, though, we want to start the day with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us now from the Weather Center, and happy hump day and happy summertime too, right?
Yes, so today and tomorrow it is going to get pretty warm. Today we will reach the upper 60s and in the low 70s tomorrow, so with some sunshine.
Boy, we can't ask for better than that.
I know. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are still just tracking a few light and brief showers south of the Mohawk Valley. This is all due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian, but that will continue to move off into the northeast as the day progresses, and clouds this morning will make way for sunshine. We are going to really warm up today. Temperatures will be right around 60 at lunchtime, so already pretty warm at that point, and then the upper 60s later on this afternoon. So it is going to be a pretty nice day as the sun starts to peek out later this morning, but we are still tracking a few showers, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. We will dry out today to sunshine coming in, and we are really going to warm up today, and even tomorrow we are going to be a little bit warmer with temperatures in the low 70s. So take advantage of these 2 days because things are going to change. We are going to cool down as a cold front moves through on Friday. So for today, highs are going to reach the upper 60s. Clouds make way for sunshine into the afternoon, and I will be talking a little bit more about the temperature change coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Breaking overnight, floodwaters across central Florida continue to rise. Some roads are still rivers along the shores of Lake Harney and Lake Jessup in Seminole County. There is record flooding as the waters from the storm still flow. The waters are expected to crest sometime this week before finally going down. And President Biden heads today to Southwest Florida to see the catastrophic damage caused by Hurricane Ian. The president will meet with officials, including Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington with the very latest.
A week after Hurricane Ian tore through Florida, floodwaters in parts of the state continue to rise. Meanwhile, Floridians are getting a closer look at what's left of their homes.
This is everything we've all worked our whole life for. And it's gone. In a flash. So, yeah, it's bad.
President Biden pledges to help hurricane-ravaged communities recover, committing millions of dollars in aid to Puerto Rico after touring the destruction Hurricane Fiona caused weeks ago. He'll be on the ground in Florida today to survey Hurricane Ian's wrath.
This is an American crisis. We're all in this together.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis, an outspoken critic of the Biden administration, says federal, state, and local leaders are working together on their response, but fears those efforts won't be enough.
So that's why we want private organizations to step up and fill some of the gap here.
Search and rescue teams are still on the ground with a focus on areas hit hardest by the storm.
Most likely we're on recovery now, and that's very difficult.
Residents in minority communities say help has been slow to arrive, leaving people to fend for themselves.
Because we are Latino, Black, poor people, working people, that's the way it is.
What are we going to do for the ones who fought through the storm and are still alive? Because if they don't get the resources, they're going to die.
Later today, President Biden will meet with survivors of Hurricane Ian. His message to those impacted: the federal government is ready to help. A recent study shows that communities with large minority populations often receive less money from FEMA compared to mostly white communities. FEMA says it considers several factors when deciding aid requests, including property value, which is often lower in mostly minority communities. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
And right now, one of the biggest needs in Southwest Florida, especially for people's generators. And new this morning, fuel company Easy Fill is bringing in the gas pump straight to people's homes. People do have to pay for the gas, but the delivery service is free. It's done through a smartphone app. Just think of it as something like Uber Eats, but for gas. People can go on the app and order gas to be delivered. People say Easy Fill crews will look more like first responders when they arrive.
Did you ever think that you would be disaster relief?
Never in the beginning, really not, until the Hurricane Irma hit Florida. But I'm based out of Miami, and we were much smaller back then. We took the opportunity to play a smaller part in the emergency response or relief.
And some older people don't even have gas cans to get gas for their generators. And those whose homes are okay and didn't get damaged, well, they've been driving around to try to help their neighbors. Locally, a traffic alert to pass.
Welcome back. Today and tomorrow are going to be two very nice days to spend outside, and we are going to be a little bit warmer with the upper 60s for our temperature today and the low 70s for tomorrow. But things change come Friday as a cold front moves through. That brings in some showers, cooler weather, as well as breezy conditions. So for today and tomorrow, calm winds are expected, and then for Friday, as that cold front moves through, breezy conditions come in, and that will kind of linger around for Saturday. So looking ahead to the weekend, we are going to be warm for the next 2 days. Then that cold front moves through on Friday, and that drops our temperature for the weekend. We are going to be dry with some sunshine, which is good, but highs just around 50 on Saturday and in the low to mid 50s for Sunday. Back to you, Gary.
Yeah, thank you. We told you how the national record for the large.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up to cloudy skies this morning, but clouds make way for sunshine and a pretty nice day today. So let's take a look at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are also waking up a bit chilly once again with temperatures in the 40s, but we look to rise to the upper 60s as the sun comes out for this afternoon. So it is going to get pretty warm. But as we take a look on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we can still see a few light and brief showers, especially in Otsego County, due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian still just south of our area. But thanks to our area of high pressure, this is pushing to keep that heavy rain south of us. Just a few light brief showers are possible this morning, but we do look to dry out late morning. So a few isolated showers, we look to dry out late morning for south of the Mohawk Valley. Clouds will make way for sunshine, and we will really warm up today and really warm up tomorrow. But our next cold front moves through Friday, bringing in gloomy weather and scattered showers before we do dry out for the weekend. So as of this morning, according to our sky watchers, we are pretty chilly once again. 37 degrees in Inlet and Westdale and 42 degrees in Clinton. And looking to the south, we have 45 degrees in Milford and 46 degrees in West Lawrence and in Cooperstown. And once again, the high temperature today looks to reach the upper 60s, so a lot warmer than what we have been seeing recently. And even tomorrow, we will be in the low 70s, so getting a little bit warmer tomorrow with some sunshine. So make sure you enjoy these next 2 days, because on Friday it does get a little bit gloomy as a cold front moves through, drops our temperature, brings in breezy conditions and some showers, and we will remain in the low to mid 50s for the weekend as we dry out. But for today, expect a few showers that are going to be light and brief south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, but they clear out. Clouds make way for sunshine and highs in the upper 60s. As for tonight, overnight lows not as low. We will be in the mid 40s. And tomorrow we will be seeing sunshine once again with highs in the low 70s. But things quickly take a turn as tomorrow night into Friday, some clouds start to build in as our cold front starts to approach us. And on Friday it will be gloomy with scattered showers, breezy conditions and highs just in the mid-50s. As for today, though, we are tracking a few clouds this morning that make way for sunshine, a beautiful day to spend outside, highs in the upper 60s, and tonight will remain clear with a low in the mid-40s. We are going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow, another nice day tomorrow, feeling like summer with highs in the low 70s. Gloomy weather comes in on Friday as our cold front moves through, and that will keep our temperature pretty low over the weekend, Gary.
So not a bad couple of days, and then it starts to get a little cooler.
Yes, so today and tomorrow will be warm, and then we will be cooler over the weekend.
Well, it's coming.
Yes, it's coming.
Enjoy these 2 days. And stay with us. We are back with more right after this. Joining us, I'm Gary Libator. A lot to get to this half hour. But first, let's get a check of your forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us from the Weather Center to help us all start our Wednesday ahead. And first off, happy Wednesday. It is hump day.
Happy Wednesday. So we are starting out with a few showers south of us, but we will dry out and sun comes in. It is going to get pretty warm today.
Yeah, enjoy these 2 days.
Yes, today and tomorrow are going to be warm. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, tracking cloudy skies and a few showers south of the Mohawk Valley. This is all due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian just to the south of us, but we do dry out here this morning and the sun starts to come out and we really warm up. So we will be right near 60 at lunchtime and in the mid to upper 60s for the high temperature later on this afternoon with sunshine. So it overall is going to be a very nice day today, and we will get even warmer tomorrow. We are still tracking a few light and brief showers that are south here this morning. We will dry out and warm up to sunshine for today and tomorrow. So make sure you get outside and enjoy these next 2 days because things are going to change on Friday. It does get a lot cooler as a cold front moves through. As for today, though, highs will reach the upper 60s. Clouds will make way to sunshine, and I will be talking a little bit more about the change in temperature coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Some scary moments in
Welcome back. A few light and brief showers are possible south of the Mohawk Valley this morning, but we do dry out for today and tomorrow with some scattered showers coming back in on Friday due to a cold front, and that will drop our temperature for the weekend, but we look to remain dry for the weekend. As for today, though, we are going to be a little bit warmer. Highs in the North Country look to reach the mid to upper 60s. Same thing in the Mohawk Valley with some sunshine and a little bit of cloud cover in the southern valleys, but still partly cloudy skies and highs in the mid to upper 60s. And looking ahead on our fall foliage report, Old Forge, Lake Pleasant area is at its peak at this point. We are near peak in the North Country and the southern valleys and at midpoint in the Mohawk Valley. And once the cooler weather comes in this weekend and next week, this will definitely progress. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A shocking report following an independent investigation.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with cloudy skies this morning, but clouds will make way for sunshine and a warmer day ahead. So let's take a look at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Most of us are seeing cloudy skies. It is a bit cool to start, but we will warm up to the upper 60s today as the sun starts to come out. But if we take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are still tracking just a few light and brief showers, especially in Otsego County this morning. This is all due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian, but thanks to our area of high pressure, this is keeping all that heavy rain just south of us. We are just seeing a few light showers south of the Mohawk Valley, and we will dry out and the sun will come out later on this afternoon, but a few isolated showers can be expected this morning if you do live south of the Mohawk Valley. We do dry out late morning with the sun coming in the afternoon, and we remain dry and sunny for tomorrow. Our next chance of some rain does look to be on Friday as a cold front moves through, bringing in some scattered showers, but we do dry out for the weekend and we cool down in temperature as well. But for this morning, according to our sky watchers, we are still a bit chilly, just 37 degrees in Inlet and Westdale, 42 degrees in Clinton, and looking to the south, we have 45 degrees in Milford and 48 degrees in Lawrence. We will reach the mid to upper 60s today for the high temperature. It is going to be pretty warm compared to what we have been seeing recently, and even tomorrow it's going to warm up even more, highs in the low 70s. So these next 2 days, make sure you enjoy your time outside with the sunshine and warmth because things are going to change come Friday. That is when our next cold front moves through, bringing in some showers, gloomy conditions, as well as breezy conditions, and that will drop our temperature for the weekend. Over the weekend, highs will just be in the low to mid 50s. So as for today, we are just tracking a few light showers south of the Mohawk Valley. That clears out mid-morning, and clouds make way for sunshine today with highs in the mid to upper 60s. Tonight, we remain clear and not getting as chilly with overnight lows just in the mid 40s. And as for tomorrow, the sunshine remains for the day, getting even warmer with highs in the low 70s. So a great day today and tomorrow, but things quickly change tomorrow overnight into Friday. We see those clouds start to build in. A cold front moves through on Friday, and that's what drops our temperature, brings in scattered showers as well as breezy conditions with highs just in the mid 50s. As for today, though, some clouds this morning, but the sun comes in. Highs are going to reach the upper 60s. A very nice day in store, and tonight will be clear with an overnight low just falling into the mid 40s. So we will warm up a little bit more tomorrow with highs in the low 70s. Another great day tomorrow, very summer-like, but things change on Friday as a cold front moves through, bringing in scattered showers, and that drops our temperature for the weekend, Gary.
Definitely get out there and enjoy today and tomorrow.
Yes, for sure, because we get very chilly over the weekend.
Yeah, by summer after that, maybe.
By summer.
Hannah, thanks. If you are just waking up, we have the day's top. I'm Gary Libitor. We want to start the day with a check of your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Meteorologist Hannah Evans here in the Weather Center with a look at what we need to know to start our Wednesday. First off, happy Wednesday. We're almost to the weekend, right?
Yes, I'm excited. Happy Wednesday. We do start out with some clouds, a few showers south this morning, but we dry out, the clouds decrease, and it will get pretty warm today.
And a nice warm morning for the kids at the bus stop, too.
Yes, we are in the mid 40s, so warmer than it has been. So let's take a look now at the bus stop forecast. Still a bit chilly with temperatures in the mid 40s, but it is warmer than it has been with cloudy skies. And by the afternoon, we will reach the upper 60s, and those clouds make way for sunshine. So we are tracking warmer weather today and some sunshine with highs in the upper 60s. And as for tonight, not getting too cool with clear skies and a low in the mid 40s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast continue to rise. Some roads are still rivers along the shores of Lake Harney and Lake Jessup in Seminole County. There is record flooding as the waters from the storm still flow. The waters are expected to crest sometime this week before finally going down. And President Biden heads to Florida today to see the catastrophic damage caused by Hurricane Ian. The president will meet with officials, including Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington this morning with the very latest.
A week after Hurricane Ian tore through Florida, floodwaters in parts of the state continue to rise. Meanwhile, Floridians are getting a closer look at what's left of their homes.
This is everything we've all worked our whole life for, and it's gone in a flash. So, yeah, it's bad.
President Biden pledges to help hurricane-ravaged communities recover, committing millions of dollars in aid to Puerto Rico after touring the destruction Hurricane Fiona caused weeks ago. He'll be on the ground in Florida today to survey Hurricane Ian's wrath.
This is an American crisis. We're all in this together.
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis, an outspoken critic of the Biden administration, says federal, state, and local leaders are working together on their response, but fears those efforts won't be enough.
So that's why we want private organizations to step up and fill some of the gap here.
Search and rescue teams are still on the ground with a focus on areas hit hardest by the storm.
Most likely we're on recovery now, and that's very difficult.
Residents in minority communities say help has been slow to arrive, leaving people to fend for themselves.
Because we are Latino, Black, poor people, working people, that's the way it is.
What are we going to do for the ones who fought through the storm and are still alive? Because if they don't get the resources, they're going to die.
Later today, President Biden will meet with survivors of Hurricane Ian. His message to those impacted: the federal government is ready to help. A recent study shows that communities with large minority populations often receive less money from FEMA compared to mostly white communities. FEMA says it considers several factors when deciding aid requests, including property value, which is often lower in mostly minority communities. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
And right now, one of the biggest needs in Southwest Florida, gasoline, especially for people's generators besides for their vehicles. And new this morning, fuel company Easy Fill is bringing the gas pump straight to people's homes. That's right. People do have to pay for the gas, but the delivery service is free. That way they don't have to go to a gas station somehow. Now, this is all done through a smartphone app. People can go on the app and order gas to be delivered. People say Easy Fill crews look more like first responders.
Did you ever think that you would be disaster relief?
Never in the beginning, really not. Until the Hurricane Irma hit Florida, but I'm based out of Miami, and we were much smaller back then. We took the opportunity to play a smaller part in the emergency response or relief.
And some older people don't have gas cans to even get gas for their generators, and those whose homes are okay and didn't suffer damage have been driving around to try to help their neighbors. Locally, a traffic alert.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out mostly cloudy with a few showers south of the Mohawk Valley, but we will warm up to sunshine. Let's take a look at the CAVI tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Temperatures at this point are in the 40s, but we will warm up to the upper 60s today as the sun starts to come out. And we are tracking just a few light showers south of the Mohawk Valley on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar this morning. This is all due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian, but this high pressure system just north of us is keeping the heavy rain out of our area, and we will dry out late morning and clouds will make way for sunshine. So just expect a few isolated showers south of the Mohawk Valley this morning before we dry out late morning, and we will remain dry for more sun tomorrow. A cold front moves through Friday, bringing in some scattered showers, but over the weekend, we do look to dry out once again. According to our Skywatchers this morning, we are still starting out pretty cool, 36 degrees in Old Forge and 42 degrees in Clinton. And looking to the south, we have 46 degrees in Cooperstown and in West Lawrence. The high temperature today looks to reach the upper 60s. It is going to get pretty warm as the sun comes out late morning, early afternoon. And we remain dry and sunny tomorrow, allowing us to reach the low 70s. So two very nice days today and tomorrow to spend outside before some unsettled weather comes in Friday due to a cold front that breaks the temperature as well to cooler weather over the weekend. Highs just in the low 50s to mid 50s. So as for today, tracking some cloud cover this morning and a few showers south, but that will clear out and the clouds will make way for sunshine this afternoon. Highs reaching the upper 60s. Tonight, not getting as chilly. Overnight lows fall into the mid 40s, and we remain dry and sunny tomorrow, warming up even more with highs in the low 70s. But that quickly changes for Friday. Some cloud cover comes in as a cold front approaches. That cold front moves through, bringing in some scattered showers, and that really drops our temperature and brings in breezy conditions with highs just in the mid 50s on Friday. So for today, expect a little bit of cloud cover this morning, but sun comes in late morning and temperatures rise to the upper 60s. A nice day to spend outside. We remain clear tonight with a low in the mid 40s, and we warm up even more tomorrow with sunshine. Highs in the low 70s, so very nice day today and tomorrow before some gloomy weather comes in for Friday. It is going to get a lot cooler with scattered showers, and we will remain cool for the weekend. Highs just in the low to mid 50s.
And it's a good one. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking sunshine here for this afternoon, and temperatures are expected to reach the upper 60s. But let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Just south of us, there are a few light and brief rain showers. Once again, still from the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian, but we are in an area of high pressure that is keeping most of the rain south of us, and we are starting to see clouds decrease this afternoon. So for today, we will be seeing sunshine, highs in the upper 60s, and even warmer tomorrow. We will be in the low 70s. But if we take a look at Friday, a cold front moves through. That really drops our temperature about 20 degrees. So just highs in the the lower to mid 50s, and we start to see some rain. So definitely take advantage of today and tomorrow. It is going to be warm with sunshine for both of these days, and our next chance of rain looks to be Friday as that cold front moves through. And when that moves through, that will kind of break the heat that we are seeing, and we will be seeing cooler weather with highs just in the 50s for the end of the week and over the weekend. So for today, highs are going to be in the upper 60s with some sunshine, and we will even warm up a little bit more tomorrow. And I will be talking about the temperature change this weekend coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. As communities in Florida struggle to recover after the destruction from Hurricane Ian, rescue teams continue to search for survivors. And today, President Biden will visit the state to tour some of the hardest hit areas. NBC's Chris Pallone has more now from Fort Myers Beach, Florida.
We're facing the imminent landfall of Ian in short order here in the southwest part of Florida. The storm is slated to come ashore south of Tampa, where I'm standing right now. All morning long, this area has been battered by heavy rain and
the Supreme Court to weigh in on the Mar-a-Lago classified records case. The former president filed an emergency request Tuesday asking the justices to intervene. Trump's legal team is asking the High Court to allow the special master to review classified documents seen.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. Clouds are going to continue to decrease, and we will be seeing sunny skies and warmer weather for the rest of the afternoon. Let's take a look at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Partly cloudy skies here in the Mohawk Valley, and temperatures at this point are ranging in the 50s, right near 60, but we will continue to warm up as the sun continues to come out. And taking a look now at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, tracking mostly dry conditions at this point. There is a few areas of some light and brief rain showers still just south of us as the remnants of Hurricane Ian continue to move off out of our area, but we are still in an area of high pressure to our north, and that is keeping all that heavy rain south of us. So we will continue to see dry conditions for today, and those clouds will continue to decrease for the rest of the afternoon. We do have some Skywatcher reports, and most of us are in the 50s, 59 degrees in Ilion, 60 degrees in Cassville, even 61 degrees in Old Forge. We will continue to warm up to our high temperature today, which will reach the mid to upper 60s. So it is going to be pretty warm on average and warmer than the weather we have been seeing recently. And we are even going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the low 70s tomorrow with sunshine. So definitely feeling a little bit more like summer. But make sure you enjoy these next 2 days because a cold front moves through on Friday. That brings in gloomy and unsettled weather, and that will drop our temperature for the weekend. We will just be in the low to mid 50s for the high temperature over the weekend. So definitely enjoy the warmth and the sunshine over these next 2 days. Just a few isolated showers that happened this morning, still kind of clearing out now. We will be dry tomorrow with scattered showers on Friday, and then we will be dry over the weekend. So overall, it looks like a pretty nice weekend. Just a little bit chilly with highs just near 50 on Saturday and in the low to mid 50s on Sunday. But good news is that we will be dry and we will be seeing sunshine. So for today, clouds will continue to decrease and high temperatures reach the mid to upper 60s with some sunshine. And as for tonight, overnight lows dropping into the mid 40s, so not as cool as it has been recently. And we will really warm up tomorrow as it remains sunny. Highs will reach the low 70s. But things change pretty quickly. We will see an increase in cloud cover tomorrow night into Friday as a cold front approaches us. And Friday will kind of be gloomy with scattered showers, breezy conditions, and highs just in the low 50s. So for today, highs are going to be in the upper 60s, seeing some sunshine and warm weather. So make sure you get outside and enjoy it. Tonight, a low in the mid 40s, not as cool overnight with clear skies. We really warm up tomorrow and feel a lot more like summer with highs in the low 70s and some sunshine. Gloomy conditions come in for Friday as a cold front passes through with some scattered showers, and that will drop our temperature for the weekend. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. As communities in Florida struggle to recover after the destruction from Hurricane Ian, rescue teams continue to search for survivors, and today President Biden will visit the state. NBC's Chris Pallone has more now from Fort Myers Beach, Florida.
It has now been a full week since Hurricane Ian slammed into southwest Florida, and throughout the hardest hit areas, charitable groups have moved in to try and meet the needs of their friends and neighbors, like here at this VFW site where they're handing out food, water, and supplies to anybody who needs it. President Biden arrives in the area today. As he is here, he will take an aerial tour over the affected areas. He will also meet with the state's governor, Ron DeSantis, and other federal, state, and local officials to get a briefing. He'll meet with victims of both businesses and homeowners who were affected by the storm before departing for Washington. We have some good news when it comes to power. The state of Florida, now 300,000 people without power. Yesterday, it was over 400,000, so they're making quick work of that. The bad news is the number of dead continues to rise. 112 attributed to Ian, 107 here in Florida, and now 5 in North Carolina. Search and rescue teams are still going door to door in the hardest hit areas, trying to find anyone who might still need to be rescued or trying to find victims of this storm. Authorities say those searches will go on for another 2 to 3 days. That's the story in Fort Myers Beach, Florida. I'm Chris Pallone, NBC News.
Just 35 days before the midterms, a new allegation is rocking that hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking a decrease in cloud cover for the rest of the afternoon, and it will continue to warm up to highs reaching the upper 60s. Let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. At this point, we are mostly dry. A few light showers just to the south of us, once again, due to the remnants of what was Hurricane Ian still kind of clearing out and moving out for the rest of today. But we do look to remain dry, and the sun looks to come out as high temperatures reach the upper 60s. We will be even warmer tomorrow with highs in the low 70s and continue to see sunshine. But a big change is coming up. Today and tomorrow are going to be very nice and warm, but a cold front moves through Friday. That brings in some showers and really drops our temperature about 20 degrees to high temperatures just in the low to mid 50s. So make sure you enjoy these next 2 days, today and tomorrow, before things change on Friday, because today we are going to be warming up to some sunshine, and our next chance for some rain looks to be on Friday, and we are really going to cool down for the weekend with highs just in the low to mid 50s. But as for today, highs are going to be in the upper 60s with sunshine, and I will be talking a little bit more about the weekend coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The United States and South Korea have conducted some
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We will continue to see clouds decrease for the sun to come in, and highs will reach the mid to upper 60s. Let's take a look now at our Cavity Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Partly cloudy skies at this point, and temperatures are just in the 50s to low 60s, but we will continue to get warm as the sun continues to come out. And taking a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are tracking mostly dry conditions with just a few light rain showers south of us. This is all once again due to the remnants of Hurricane Ian continuing to clear out this afternoon, but we are in an area of high pressure to the north of us. That pushed all the heavier rain to miss us, to stay south of us. So we are still mostly dry, and we will continue to see the clouds decrease for sun to come in. And we are pretty warm right now at noon, right around 60 degrees for most of us, 61 degrees in Old Forge, 59 degrees in Ilion and Clinton, and 56 degrees in Mohawk. The high temperature today will reach the mid to upper 60s, so it is going to get pretty warm. And it even is going to get even warmer tomorrow. Highs will be in the low 70s tomorrow, and the sun is sticking around for the day. So 2 very nice days to get outside today and tomorrow, feeling a little bit more like summer. A cold front does move through on Friday. That will really drop our temperature, and we will be on the cooler side for the weekend. Highs just in the low to mid 50s. So a few isolated showers still that are clearing out. That happened this morning here at noon. Just a light brief showers south of us. We are going to be dry tomorrow, and with that cold front on Friday, that brings in some scattered showers in the afternoon, but we will dry out for the weekend. Overall, it is looking like a pretty nice weekend. It is just going to be on the cooler side. Sunshine and dry weather for both days, but highs are just going to be right near 50 for Saturday and in the lower to mid-50s on Sunday, but overall a pretty nice weekend, just a little bit cool. As for today, though, we will be warming up to the mid to upper 60s, and we will continue to see clouds decrease for some sunshine. Not getting as chilly overnight. We have overnight lows in the mid-40s, and tomorrow we will continue to see sunshine. Another great day tomorrow, feeling a little bit warmer too with highs in the low 70s. But that quickly changes. We see some clouds increase tomorrow overnight into Friday due to that cold front approaching. And once the cold front moves through, a few scattered showers. It does get breezy and cloudy with highs just in the low 50s. So for today, highs will reach the upper 60s. It is sunny and warm, so make sure you get outside and enjoy it. And not as chilly tonight with clear skies and the low in the mid-40s. We are going to be getting even warmer tomorrow with some sunshine and highs reaching the low 70s. So another great day to spend outside tomorrow. Gloomy and unsettled weather moves in for Friday as a cold front moves through, and that drops our temperature for the weekend. Back to you, Gary.
Anna, thanks. Rescuers in together to save hundreds of parrots. The birds were rescued from a Pine Island bird sanctuary after their owners refused to evacuate without them. So the rescue group called Operation Noah's Ark launched yesterday to catch, cage, and ferry the flock of birds off the island, but only as a condition that the owners would leave the island and head to safer conditions. Nearly a dozen volunteers used a small fleet of boats to move the birds. In all, 275 exotic birds were transported to West Palm Beach, where they will be housed until a collapsed bridge can be repaired and normal life restored to Pine Island. Stay with us. More news is up right after this.
Look at our forecast at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Looking at nice fall color that continues to emerge across central New York. This picture from Diane in Lake Pleasant. Take a look at those colors. They're beautiful. Again, seeing peak color emerging across parts of the North Country here over the next several days. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A wonderful day to get out and look at the color. Temperatures have climbed into the 60s. It's currently 65 degrees. Our sunset nowadays is around shortly after 6:30. We have dry weather in place, which means it's going to cool off quickly after sunset. Temperatures tonight drop down into the 40s and upper 30s. Another warm day tomorrow before a cold front arrives on Friday, and that'll bring us our next chance of rain. This evening, again, cooling off very quickly. Temperatures dive through the 50s. We're tracking another warm day tomorrow before some chilly weather arrives just in time for the weekend. Look at that forecast coming out. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Today is the day.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are continuing to track warm weather here in central New York, at least for now. Let's take a live look outside. This is our CAPV Tower Cam. A beautiful sunset is going to be taking place in a few minutes here. Well, in about a half an hour. The skies are expected to remain clear, and that's going to lead to cool conditions tonight. We will cool off very quickly after sunset. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet and nice and dry. The leaves continue to be spectacular, getting lots of reports of beautiful fall color in some of the higher elevations, and you don't have to go too far to see it. This picture from Linda in Howland Patton, absolutely gorgeous there. And another one from Diane in Lake Pleasant we just showed earlier. Wanted to mention that the fall colors are near peak in the Adirondacks. As we head into this weekend, we're seeing colors changing very quickly across the Mohawk Valley. We're anticipating about another week and a half before the lower elevations become near peak color. And remember, peak color takes about 5 days. So you get about 5 decent days, and it's also weather dependent too, especially if you get a windstorm or any rain, which we don't anticipate in the near future. That sometimes puts an end to the color sooner than later. The International Space Station flies by tonight at 7:09, and we're expecting clear skies. It'll be visible for 7 minutes. I encourage you to check it out. We don't have too many more flybys early this month. As the International Space Station becomes a little bit earlier, it'll be harder to spot as it makes its way before 7 o'clock. Rain is expected Friday, but in general, the weather patterns stay dry over the next 7 days. Old Fort 70 degrees, Mohawk, Jeff with 65. Across the southern valleys, again, a warm afternoon. Richfield 61, Jeff and Newport checking in with 68. Still looking at the remnants of Hurricane Ian. This will continue to drift to the south and east, and our weather stays dry, at least for the short term. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 30s to low 40s. A warm day tomorrow, partly sunny skies. We're near 70 in the afternoon. A cold front will arrive tomorrow night, giving us the chance for rain. On Friday morning, temperatures start out in the upper 40s. The cold front arrives in the late morning to early afternoon. Widespread rain, breezy conditions, windy at times as we head into Friday afternoon. Temperatures drop down into the 50s. Rainfall amounts look very light for Friday's cold front, thinking less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. Clear skies tonight, down to 45 tomorrow. Sunshine, warm, temperatures in the low 70s. In the wake of that cold front, it's windy Friday, and that could make high school football games interesting. Temperatures in the mid-50s again Friday afternoon. It's chilly over the weekend, but generally nice. Temperatures in the 50s. Columbus Day, mid-50s. We're back into the 60s. Dry weather continues Tuesday and Wednesday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. For the forecast, let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Don't take that title away. Don't you do it. We're looking at pretty nice fall color here in central New York. This picture from Kathy in Forestport. Beautiful color there. That's along Black Creek. And we're talking about nice weather that will continue. We've got some warm weather in store as we head into tomorrow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking pretty quiet. Temperature-wise, we are down to 48. We made it into the upper 60s today, but with clear skies and light winds, we have cooled off, and we'll continue to see temperatures drop into the low 40s as we head into tonight. Another warm day tomorrow. We'll make it into the low 70s, but a strong cold front will change our weather in a very big way as we head into Friday. Some showers, and you can see the temperatures here are going to be in the 50s heading into the weekend. So some chilly weather is ahead, but generally nice weather to go along with that. Clear skies tonight. We're down into the low 40s. We're tracking our next chance of rain as well as conditions at the bus stop, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. President Biden made his way to hard-hit Florida as hundreds of thousands are still without power a week after Hurricane Ian struck the Florida Gulf Coast with deadly force. Gloria Pazmino has more on the president's visit, new tonight. The State Health Department is proposing
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look outside. This is our Cabby Tower Cam. Clear skies and comfortable weather. It's cooling off quickly. We're down into the 40s after climbing into the upper 60s earlier this afternoon. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. Beautiful fall color continues to come out of the area. This picture from Holland Patton. Linda taking this photo. Also Diane in Lake Pleasant getting some peak color in some of the Adirondacks. And again, a great place to be, especially if you're a kid, by a pile of leaves, especially if you don't have to rake them. Your fall foliage report. It is near peak color in the Adirondacks. This is the weekend to enjoy some great color in the higher elevations north and south of the valley. We're still about a week and a half away to seeing peak color in the Mohawk Valley, but it's going to happen sooner than later. And again, we're looking forward to that. Again, fall, a very beautiful season here in upstate New York. Weather tomorrow looks nice for the morning and evening commute. We're looking at partly sunny skies. We do have some rain in the forecast for Friday. That's going to be our one and only chance for rain for the next 7 days as we have a cold front moving into the region. Starting out tomorrow in the 40s, but warming up fast. We'll be in the 70s in the afternoon. So again, it warms up very, very quickly throughout the day. And there's going to be a light breeze as we head into the afternoon from the south. Radar and satellite image showing the very much leftovers of what was once Hurricane Ian continue to move to the south and east, still giving coastal New England not so pleasant day today, and that will be the case for them tomorrow too with cloud cover. But again, locally we're looking at clear skies, light winds, chilly night tonight down into the 40s. We'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds tomorrow, and it's a warm day. Temperatures look to climb into the low 70s. Some showers arrive as early as tomorrow night, but the cold front itself comes in Friday, especially Friday during the late morning to early afternoon. Rounds of some showers here, and it is going to turn windy and much cooler, which could make for some interesting weather conditions for high school football. Might be a little tricky out there with the wind. and expecting gusty conditions here for later in the day. As far as rainfall goes, it's not expected to be much for Friday. We're thinking about a 1/10 of an inch to as much as 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, which isn't all that much. Clear tonight, low of 45. Tomorrow, warm afternoon, 72 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 50s on Friday with that cold front arriving and some showers. And the weather over the weekend looks nice. We're dry, but we're much cooler with highs in the 50s. Temperatures slowly warm up into the low 60s by the middle of next week. We'll be right back.
The forecast. Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Talking about wonderful fall color that continues to emerge in central New York. This picture from Kathy in Forestport. That is an absolutely gorgeous shot. We're going to have some nice weather to enjoy the fall color here in central New York over the next couple of days. We've got another warm day ahead tomorrow before things begin to change. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet, and it will stay dry tonight. Our current temperature is 47 degrees, clear skies, light winds. So it has cooled off quite a bit compared to just a few hours ago where temperatures made it into the 60s this afternoon. Another warm day tomorrow will make it into the low 70s. Then you can see the big change ahead. A strong cold front arrives Friday, and this is going to knock the temperatures down into the 50s as we head into the weekend. Tonight, I'm looking at mostly clear skies, an overnight low of 45. Tracking some cooler weather for the weekend. We're also looking at how much rain falls on Friday as well as conditions at the bus stop. And that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. President Biden made his way to hard-hit Florida as hundreds of thousands still without power a week after Hurricane Ian struck the Florida Gulf Coast with deadly force. Gloria Pazmino has more on the president's visit, new tonight. State Health Department is...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside. This is our CAB tower cam overlooking the city of Utica. It's cooled off quite a bit since earlier this afternoon. It's all thanks to clear skies, dry air in place, and of course, an earlier sunset compared to just a few weeks ago. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. More great fall color photos to show you. This is from Linda in Holland Patton. You can see some spectacular colors here. This is in Lake Pleasant from Diane. And one more, Skylar and David enjoying the leaves. It's fun to be a kid, especially in fall, and you don't actually have to do the cleanup. And if you do, you can at least enjoy it as well. The fall colors taking place across the area, north and south of the Mohawk Valley. We're starting to see the colors emerge. We are looking at near peak color in the Adirondacks as we get into the next few days. We're still about a week and a half away from peak color in the lower elevations. But like it always does, things change very quickly around here. And again, we'll be looking forward to that. Morning commute looking dry, as well as the evening commute. Things look pretty quiet tomorrow. Our one and only chance for rain this week will be Friday with a cold front moving in. This will bring us widespread rain. The weather looks to dry out as we head into the weekend. Taking you around the clock tomorrow, look at how quickly temperatures rise throughout the day. We start out with temperatures in the 40s at 7 a.m. By lunchtime, we're in the mid-60s, and then we'll be in the low 70s as we head into the afternoon time. So again, warming up very, very quickly. The very much leftovers of what was once Hurricane Ian continue to sit along the East Coast. Ian will finally move away from our area, and we're expecting sunshine to continue as we get into tomorrow. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the low 40s, so chilly night. Warm afternoon tomorrow. Temperatures climb into the low 70s. That cold front arrives, bringing us some rain as early as tomorrow night. The front itself looks to arrive during the late morning to early afternoon on Friday, knocking temperatures down and picking up the winds as we head into Friday afternoon and Friday evening. It could make things quite windy for high school football games later in the day. Rainfall accumulations for Friday, looking at very light amounts here, less than 1/4 of an inch. Clear skies tonight down to 45. Beautiful day tomorrow. Sunshine, warm, highs in the low 70s. Some windy weather Friday, cooler at 56. The weather looks nice over the weekend. Temperatures in the 50s. Some chilly nights ahead too. Columbus Day looks dry. We're back into the 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. Coming up next, 5 weeks before midterm elections,